Hey everyone, welcome back. We have a Today in History. I actually think this one was very intriguing. I'm also a giant nerd. On this day in 1785, the U.S. Congress resolves that the name of our currency will be the dollar.
Really?
I mean, yeah, that I wasn't there, but they say that was when.
1776 is when we got...
Well, that's when the Declaration of Independence.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, so 10 years later, that's when we...
Well, yeah, so originally when the country started, it was...
Bonds?
Well, no, it was every state even had like their own currency.
Yeah.
And it's also because when America first became a country, it wasn't actually governed under the current Constitution. It was governed under the Articles of Confederation.
Right.
And so it was very different anyway.
Yeah.
And so like a lot of states had their own currency. And that was cool. Whatever each state was. And like that, they each almost operated as their own country. There wasn't a national thing.
They were their own reserve.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So each state ran their own thing. And so then they decided, okay, no, it's going to be a thing, and then we're going to call it the dollar. Because, I mean, in England, it's the pound.
Yes.
So, like, that's, you know, each country has a different name for what they call it. And they also decided to adopt decimal coinage as well. Like quarter, nickel, you know,
dime,
all that. Yeah,
penny.
That sort of stuff. I have heard this before, and I don't know how I feel about it. They want to get rid of the penny.
It's useless.
I know, I agree.
It's useless. There's like 10,000 pennies on my floor in my apartment right now. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody who knows about pennies, you can find a penny anywhere.
You really can. I mean, a penny saved is a penny earned.
It is.
However, back when Ben Franklin was alive, a penny did not mean the same of what it means today.
Correct.
No, I kind of agree. I think a penny's worthless. Like, why do we...
You need 1,000 just to have $10.
Yeah.
So, like, where am I going to go with 1,000 pennies?
Where am I? One time I was really mad when I was in college. I got a parking ticket and I paid it in pennies.
Like hundreds of dollars in pennies?
No, God, no.
Okay.
The ticket was like $34.
Okay.
But I was just I was very upset about it, and I walked in with my rolls of pennies. And I said, you take cash, right? And they said, yes. And I went, great.
There's an actual viral video of a guy that did that. There's a, not a ticket place, but like somewhere where he had to pay something, a fine, and he went there with nickels.
Oh yeah, I was very upset that I had to pay this because I thought it was absolutely absurd and that's a whole nother story, don't even get me started. But anyway, so yeah, I paid it in pennies. In protest, I say. I paid it in protest. So yeah, I'm like, do away with the penny. And apparently, we're just, our director is pulling it up. According to CNN, a penny and a nickel cost more to make than they're even worth.
So it costs 8 cents to make a nickel and 1.7 to make a penny.
Why?
Why?
Why are we doing that?
Is it
like,
the materials?
Well, yeah, no, it's because of the material, but why are we still making them? You know what I mean? Like, I kind of am like, why can't we just round everything up to a quarter? I think it should just be like quarter, that's it.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Half
like
dollar.
Everything
dollar.
is, yes, everything is a quarter, 50, 75, or a buck.
Yeah.
And then we can just get rid of all this in-between stuff because...
Is Ben Bernanke still part of the Federal Reserve?
No, I don't think he is. I don't think he is. Janet Yellen runs it now. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to chat with her about what's going on. Anyway, also on this day in history, Hard Day's Night premiered. So yeah, little Beatles history as well there.
Yeah, and we just want to say happy birthday to Kevin Hart, 50 Cent, Sylvester Stallone, and George W. Bush.
George W. Bush. All right, and Frida Kahlo would have been her birthday as well if she were still alive. So happy birthday to all of them. Coming up on today's show, though, we're going to have a little daily dose of motivation, so stick around.